Hello and welcome to our third episode of Blueview. Tonight we have the three Davids on the panel. Davy McCutcheon here, and this is Davy Holt, also known as Holty. And then Davy Larmour, which is the other twin, he's not the same guy as last week. So, obviously, big news at Morby this week. I'm sure you've seen it. Topic 1, European football is coming back in Morby Park. What do we think about it?
Unbelievable.
It is, it's brilliant. Like, it's hard to describe. You know, last time we were talking about top 6 and we never thought that this was going to come about. How did we do it? Come on,
We played unbelievable football.
Unbelievable. I think the two new defenders have helped as well.
Yeah.
Albert and Kelly are more solid now as well.
No, I like their...
And I think Kieran Morton in midfield is definitely having things like I thought with
Shane McCabe.
I stealing your thunder.
Sorry.
I thought with Shane McCabe leaving there that they were going to miss out badly, but I think Kieran Morton he's stepped in there and he's done a brilliant job. He's a complete workhorse like.
Yeah, we talked about the Welders game there. You know, it looked like our season was over at that point. Then the Crusaders game was obviously dismal, but since then we've just went on this outstanding run of form. It's brilliant. It's something you never expect from Glenavon.
It usually builds you up, your hopes up and let you down.
Well, that usually happens at the start of the season.
Aye.
Top of the league, October team, and after that it's all downhill.
You know, that game on Saturday, it went 2-1 and 2-2, and I just thought back to hearing the stories of the day that we could have won the league here.
94, I was at it.
But then it just shows to step up and score a winning goal in the last minute how much Guy and his team have bucked that trend of us throwing stuff away at the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think definitely over the past 2 seasons, the fight in the players, you can see there's just 19 minutes, so they're there.
All the lads in here after the game, like, you know, it's unbelievable. That you can see how clearly they all love the team, like.
But you could see that after the match, the way they were, you thought we had won the league, the way
Yeah.
they were celebrating.
Yeah.
Like. It's good to see, so it is like.
Great crowd as well.
Just about where are the rest of the year?
Well, that's true, but I'm not
I was here
complaining if you get a
people-
crowd like that.
Yeah.
People all the time were saying they were hearing the singing from wherever they lived.
There's actually a wee girl, what do you call her, Susie, sits behind me up in the stand there. Her mum works in the hospital there, and she says you could hear the roar, especially with the second goal, Bradley's goal, the
That
roar
was brilliant.
from it, you know.
I didn't know what was wrong because I didn't have my glasses, so I didn't know why they cheering that.
No, well,
Exactly.
if we kick on like this next season, I can't see why the crowds will not just grow. Because
that's it.
I've noticed the crowd bigger this year
Well, the crowds,
already
yeah,
at home
they got
games,
bigger.
so
Statistically, they are up on last year.
I can't see why they wouldn't get bigger again then, because we're playing good football and I can't see why we couldn't be pushing for trophies and titles next year. Like. So,
Right. Well, we'll move on. What we want to talk about next is Glenavon Thirds, also known as the youth team, winning the Harry Cavan Youth Cup and then the Mid Ulster Youth Cup not so long later. Were any of that done?
I was at the Harry Calvin one.
Yeah.
I was up for about an hour with my Linfield mate, so it was good to see. But there's some promising talent coming through, but the only problem is you're losing some of them going across the water, especially see it wee lad is a Shane Lavery.
Yeah.
He's going to be an absolute star. He ran the show, him and the wee boy Sykes ran the show.
The skill in that team was unbelievable, you know, they were running about like you would have thought you were watching Real Madrid or something like, you know.
I know it's not great maybe losing all these young players to go across the water, but it can only benefit our club too, because we're getting mega money too. And by the looks of things going on they're creating young players, good players coming out of this club all the time. So your young boy McDade away there last year, and there's been interest in Reese as well. Like, it's only a good sign for Glenavon Academy.
The new generation come through were different players. They're more skillful, flair-like players. You know, it's not like the old typical Northern Ireland football. There's just hard in the tackle and hit the ball. They're actually looking like more skillful players, which can only be a good thing for the club and the league.
Years ago too, in Glenavon, players have been coming up through the underage groups and then moving on to the likes of Glenfield and Glentoran and all that. It's good to see now that we're actually getting players from those so-called bigger clubs now, and that they're not wanting to move away, and they're saying that a step like Glenavon's providing them to move across the water, which is something Hamilton always says that is what it's all about, and he's right in what he says. Like,
yeah, I agree with you. Just like our next topic was about Reece Marston on a new 3-year contract, and it's just showing how much the better we're getting. We're becoming a bigger lure for.
It's good to see because anybody that usually has a decent season, the likes of Linfield or something, and come in and snap them up. But it's good to see that the boys are committing to Glenavon, because obviously the boys can see where we're going, and it's good to see young boys like that sign extensions to their contract.
Like you use the example of Curtis Allen, like 3 or 4 years ago we wouldn't have ever been, back in signing one of the Glen's top players, there's never would have been a lure there, but now
there's a possibility.
Like that, yeah, there's a possibility, it's more believable now.
There's definitely a pull there now for the players looking to come to Glenavon, because they can see we're playing good football. There's third in the league this season, Irish Cup last season. You can go on to bigger and better things next season.
There's some quality players here as well.
Players will tell you, like Big McCutcheon has said it, and Magee Murphy and all have said it. Like, there's no club in the country that'll look after a player better than what Glenavon does.
Somebody told me when he actually said that he regretted not coming a couple of years before he did to here. So it just shows you.
Yeah.
So look at the ground, look at the facilities.
And that's not even coming from players nowadays. I know there's Tony Scapitici works on some of the sites that we work on, and he was saying the same thing to me, and he said that a few players that Glenavon been interested in, like treat like a king at Moorview Park.
It's always been like that, hasn't it? Like, talking about new players, Simon Kelly and David Alibert coming into the team.
Brilliant. That boy Kelly. I had the doubts up in Miola that day.
You're not the only one.
He's actually taken off at half time. And then, even at the Welders that day, you're thinking, but credit him, season following all
I think
he's been a rock.
I think he's solid. You seen there in Saturday, see in Saturday, you never give McAllister time in the ball. That's where we got our second goal from. McAllister got the ball, and he chased him from our 18-yard box, and he closed him down. Nowhere to go, back pass, and we get a goal from it. The man worked him out of the game.
Allegedly, I can't remember. Yes, apparently he wasn't fully fit for those two Irish Cup games.
He's even
lost weight.
You'd wonder why he never made it at Ballymena. He used to play for Ballymena.
The Ballymena boy actually said to me.
He mustn't like shagging sheep.
There's a Ballymena boy, I think Holt would know him as well. He actually said he's a top defender, I think he was a Dundalk, wasn't he?
He maybe just caught himself on bys and wanted to leave Ballymena because he's
Ballymena's a crap anyway.
Alibert as well.
I think that the boys next year are going to be solid. We leaked a lot of goals there this season, but I think with them two next season, see away to Cliftonville there too, with the last 10 minutes there's a bit of a blip, but sure they had to take Joe Gormley off after 16 minutes.
Even here,
I couldn't handle
even here, Gormley had one chance the whole match.
That
boy Alibert is going to be.
Alibert
I'd actually make him captain next year. I think he is going to be some player.
Alibert actually, he actually celebrated the birth of his child last week, so congratulations on that. Next up, what about Andy Kilmartin? What about the improvement there?
Brilliant.
Fantastic. I didn't know
he takes a lot of grief. See up in the ghetto stand, the fella's the scapegoat.
Well, I give him a stick myself, but he'd put in a good shift there in Saturday, but I don't know.
Since McCabe's
we were talking about him and the all week there, and he's been a great servant to the club, how long he's been here, and he hasn't always had it easy. He's been sitting on the bench a lot of the time, but just shows he's ready to step it up whenever he needs to. I think he's great.
No, he's been doing well.
He likes to get wired in as well. He's not one of these players that maybe go and try and put a foot in. He'd take the ball on a man as well if he if he has to, and that's what's good too, because you need that there. You sort of need to put the fear in a lack of wingers, like, you know, and they're thinking that he's chasing them, and, you know, definitely he's some improvement.
Especially when
there,
McCutcheon went.
Yeah,
He's
that's
really,
one that's been stepped up.
he's took his opportunity.
One of the recent games, I never thought I'd be looking at these figures. 1-1 at home to Linfield, firstly. That was a good few weeks ago now, like, but
Brilliant
Oh,
result.
it was so much.
It was
They were
unbelievable.
brilliant. They defensively, they're just talking about Albert and your fella, like the defence were unbelievable that day,
Yeah.
like, you know.
great game. And then 4-0 at home against Glentoran. I missed that game.
I guess today's at McCutcheon's well in England.
Oh,
That day.
yeah.
I was at work.
Cracking game.
I came out for a break and saw we were
These guys are in turn for the big
2-0 up
games.
or something. 3-0 up, and
Or
then
have you taken a piss?
no, but I couldn't believe it. Like,
I've never seen the like of it.
No.
True.
Single.
See, go away to Cliftonville and then home to Linfield, Glentoran, and Cliftonville home again, beating them. You'd never see if somebody says you're going to beat them one off each other. You just catch yourself going. Like,
Yeah.
you'd be lucky maybe to win one or two.
you wouldn't have stuck 20p on it.
No. But next year maybe will.
You should have quite a big deal.
5-0 at home to Cliftonville. Like,
Or have you really taken a piss?
A few people said, had a couple of Linfield mates up at it as well, and he says, I haven't seen a performance like that there in about 20 years. They said it was a complete performance.
But
It was
do
like,
you know what was good about that? The
It could've been
Glentoran and
10. I know.
Cliftonville? The weather, the storm first half, where all years we'd have crumbled.
Yeah.
See, and we got 2 goals especially against Glentoran. We got 2 goals, and come out second half, fairly goal, killed them off. Any all year, them boys have maybe put 2 past us and then walked all over us.
I arrived late that game and I heard we were 1-0 up and I was still nervous. Just as I was walking through the gates, Braniff had scored the second and I was still
We had the
nervous. Like,
Cliftonville one just after half. See,
And then the
just after
second
half
half
time, and then that
just
killed
destroyed
them.
them.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we just walked all over them.
I thought Braniff was unbelievable.
I think for all them
Destroyed
games,
them.
Braniff was unbelievable.
Nice.
He's really up the tempo.
Oh,
now.
big time.
From Christmas
He's,
down.
he's still not a massive goal scorer, but he just
It's his
brings
all-round
so much
play.
into
It's
the
his
game.
play, like,
ability.
that Solitude. Do you remember?
Aye, see his
He ran
passing
his
and his
pass.
awareness.
Passing that day at Solitude was unbelievable.
There's not
Really,
not a player
really-
in Irish League come close to him for quality.
Aye.
He's unbelievable.
Sexy Kev.
That's
What
it.
about-
Sexy.
What
Sexy
about,
Kev.
what about Linfield at Ballymena? It was a weird
Brilliant.
one.
I can't
Well, the
remember too
weather-
much, to tell you the truth.
The toilets at half time were good crack. I'll just say that. Don't take it the wrong way.
Too much wine.
No, it was brilliant crack. It pissed down though at one point, didn't it?
Aye. I know there's a good game there too. Like
Duffy saved them.
Puffy saved them, aye.
Puffy
You're
did
right.
save them.
It could have
Aye,
been
he
5
did.
again, you know. He made a couple of cracker saves and near the end.
Come on,
Braniff
like.
and all.
Reese putting that ball through, I think it was for Kilmartin or
Kieran Martin.
Kieran Martin
One
was
side
scorer.
across, aye.
Aye, Reese has been doing that there.
Big
Well,
Kieran's the
Braniff-
same. Big Kieran pops up all the
Braniff's
time
wee ball,
with
put him
important
through,
goals.
I said.
I think Owen Bradley has been fantastic. He was fantastic in that
Aye,
game.
he
Like,
takes some abuse up
he,
there as
he
well.
was walking up the
I think
wing.
he's been brilliant.
Oh, you're one of the Gallus boys, aren't you?
Born to moon, boy. Born to moon.
I'm crazzing
Yeah.
in. Crazzing in hard. I was more Kai share than anything.
What about our next game? Crusaders at CV.
Looking forward to it.
Yours.
I'm looking forward
Party
to it. No, you have to. You have to be looking forward to it.
Oh,
You have
I
to.
absolutely forward.
Someone on the forum suggested that we all dress up as whoever we could get in Europe, and someone was going to get a Faroese, traditional Faroese uniform and wear it to the game, like. But they were talking about getting sombreros and beach balls. There'd be some crack, like.
Billy Cork on that.
The Crusaders fans seem to be happy enough to want us to join the party, like.
Well, I'll be happy to join them.
I don't think
Flag.
so, like. Yeah. What about some non-glam things? What about the Irish Cup fiasco? If you haven't seen this, I'll just explain it to you. Firstly, obviously, Portadown and Glentoran got into the final, but then there was a whole fuck up about the tickets, because the tickets were only done through Ticketmaster, and a lot of people weren't happy about that. While they were trying to sort that out, Windsor Park fell down. So then they had to also find a new venue. But now, apparently the game is being played at the Oval, and now there was a whole fiasco about there wasn't enough tickets. So I don't even know what's happening. It feels more like a County Antrim Shield final. Like, it doesn't feel like an Irish Cup final to me. Like, what do you think, guys?
It's a farce. An
Farce.
absolute
The
joke.
AFA are an absolute joke.
Yeah.
Do you know what? They don't seem to care about the league.
They're only interested in Northern Ireland. The Irish league football is just...
They couldn't give a shit about the league, like.
Sure, it's the same with the semi-finals. Like what Braindead says, we'll play Glentoran in the afternoon, send Portadown up the Oval. Well, the tension between them two clubs, then boys coming home with a few beer and Portadown going down late with a few beer to watch the match, it's obviously going to be trouble all like.
It should have been the same kick-offs. You look at Chris Casement, I know he's a Portadown player now and I hate him, but he got done some shagging by it as well, like.
Disgracefully. Even though it was shouting at him, hope you enjoy your cup final on him, I'm sorry, but deep down, it's a disgrace.
That just shows you
how brain dead they are. Everybody's come out, even the player involved has said there was no contact, or I don't know if he said like he...
I think he made a statement.
Wasn't the linesman or something?
They're going on the linesman,
Linesman was the far side.
Nobody else had seen it, like it's very, very harsh on him, like, and I know he plays for Portadown, but it's not nice to see it happening to any player in that sort of circumstances.
No.
And I think with the final, two clubs the size of Portadown and Glentoran only having 6,000 fans out is pretty piss.
I think Glentoran's trying to get more, I've seen that.
They're talking about looking to get temporary seating up there,
well,
but that's just not going
I'll
to...
tell you, if you start to put temporary seating in the Oval and you start to drill to put fixings in, the
place will fall down.
The place will crumble like whenever, because it's already bad enough as it is, like.
But I was told there that Glentoran are going to have to fork their own money out to get temporary seating in their end, so I don't know how true that is.
Move on here, lads. I'm sorry to interrupt this, but next up is our player awards, the Spirit 2014 player awards. So we're proud to announce the winners. First up, we have a Young Player of the Year award, and that went to, voted by the club members, that went to James Singleton. Second up was the Most Improved Player of the Year award, and that went to Andy Kilmartin. The player of the season is pretty obvious, you know, everyone knows who got it. I think he got every player of the season award he could have here. Is Kevin Brown. So that brings us to the close of our third episode of Blueview. We hope you enjoyed it, and we would like to wish Portugal and Glentoran the best in the championship or the Irish Cup final. Thank you.
Right guys, the boys in the Blueview there have just asked me to do a wee video, so I'd just like to say thanks very much to all the fans for your support all season. You've been absolutely super. You've just stuck by us through thick and thin, and I was just delighted on Saturday to score that winning goal to give you something back because you deserve it. Also I'd like to say that my good friend James Singleton actually took the padlock off his wallet and bought me a well-deserved pint, so I'd like to say that James, you're forgiven me.
Peter Hagen here. Thank you, Andy McCurry. You're a hero.
I have to say, like, that is the best feeling. Far better than the cup final. Absolutely unbelievable. For all you Blueview viewers, fuck the ports. We're all going to Europe. Here you go! Oh, baby, please!
Spaniels here, not good, but who cares? Glenavon, Europe, third spot, brilliant. Andy McCurry, third goal, third place, brilliant. There's only one Andy McCurry. Oh, Andy McCurry.
That you give me no, that you give me no, that you give me no, that you give me no
Great team, the Arsenal Six come. All the lads of last say, spell for the fist. Okay, lads, on the game round. Just say that would be it. All the lads, Six coming. Great team, the Arsenal Six come. All the lads of last say, spell for the fist.